Hello, Orville Nation and Nerd TV. How are you guys doing? And happy Latchkum, guys. Happy Latchkum. It's Sunday night Latchkum. And we have two amazing guests, two amazing members of our community who are with us here, guys. All right. Let me just get this. There we go. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Max Sterling. Hello, Kevin. I'm sorry, Stephen Klein. Hey, Stephen. Good to see you. Gap, Stargate. Everybody who's in here in the chat, D.D. Myers, Stephanie Littlepage. Welcome, everyone, guys. Awesome. Welcome, guys. And there you go. Happy Latchkum Sunday to everybody. Hello, Positive Candor. Good to see you, my friend. Hello, Mr. Londell. Greetings and felicitations. Hip hop para tally ho. Philip Gaming. Hello, guys. Awesome. So we have two amazing members of our community who have done two amazing things, and just a lot of fun, a lot of Orville, a lot of special Orville stuff. I am freezing my ass off here tonight, guys. So I'm bundled up. And Jack is looking all warm and toasty there somewhere on the West Coast as he's dancing along with the Orville Nation music in the backstage, and JITSE's dancing in his profile picture. So let me bring in our guests. And first of all, JITSE Lemons is a amazing caricature artist in our community, and he's done some amazing work for a lot of members of our community. You've seen their stuff on Twitter, the images he's done. I really love the one you did of Bird of Prey. That's awesome. And Alicia, is that did he do yours as well? Is that Alicia? I see your avatar there. So welcome, JITSE Lemons, hailing from Europe. Hello, JITSE. Good to see you, my friend.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. It's an honor to have you.
Yeah, I don't do this often, but yeah, I'm here.
We are blessed. We are blessed. And let's bring in our other friend. You guys all know him from so many chats, and he has been doing the rounds lately on some YouTube channels. He's getting his face out there, and I want to welcome Jack Beers. Thank you, Jack, for joining us.
Hi, thanks. Good to see you guys. Thanks, everybody.
You guys have made. Thank you for being here, both of you. You guys you've made this tonight a very special night because we're going to be revealing some cool Orville related stuff. I'm awesome. Just awesome, guys.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And is that you in the picture? Is that your avatar? Is that you?
Well, that's actually my face pasted on Chuck Norris's body from an old jeans
Nice.
advertisement. It's a picture I used for a resume back in the day when I still was looking for a job. And yeah, it's a cool picture. So
That is a cool picture.
I think my
Great.
next resume is going to be Dolph Lundgren as He-Man. And
Oh,
pasting my picture on that, something like that. I don't know.
wow. Awesome. Now, let me ask both of you. Now, JITSE, you don't have a YouTube channel, right?
No, I just have a normal YouTube account.
Okay. And Jack, your YouTube channel is becoming operational, right, as we speak.
No, I don't. I don't
No.
have. The one I do have is kind of a private one now. It's kind of like more of a family oriented one. So I don't want to get that out there.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. But I do want to here. I just want to make sure. So first of all, I want to show JITSE's website. And JITSE, how do you describe? So how do you describe? I know you have another profession, but how do you describe what you do as far as your artwork?
I usually say a little bit of everything. So I try to change up a bit. So depending on what I'm trying to do, it's either illustration or graphic design, little web design as well. And the illustration currently is the main thing I'm busy with because I'm at home constantly. So it's stuff for the YouTube people or my t-shirts, and occasionally something for one of my many projects that I'm running.
Okay. And by the way, I like your website. It's simple, elegant, and to the point. I love it. And
It's nice.
that's another cool picture of JITSE.
It's the same, I think.
Oh, it's the
I'm
same
not-
one.
Yeah. I don't pick well on camera, so I don't make a lot of selfies.
JITSE, can I share your Twitter in case anybody wants to get in touch with you?
Yeah, sure. Everything is on the site too. So
Gotcha. So this is JITSE's website, and in case you guys like, and I'm gonna put there you go, Jack, like that. Okay. I try to put the people who don't have their camera on the bottom. Sorry. Okay. Hey Kai. Hey Dee Myers. Hey everybody, joining us. Now, did you do Alicia's JITSE? Did you do Alicia something for Alicia as well?
no.
No. Okay. I'm seeing little avatars. People. Okay. Now, you did something. You've done a lot of cool work, and actually, I love the one you did of Bird of Prey. I want to show Bird of Prey's avatar from Twitter.
If you scroll down,
Yeah.
on the website,
Oh, it's there.
yeah, everything is there. So if you
everything,
scroll
really?
down, you will see a YouTube icon. That's a page where you can find everything for the YouTube channel. Even more down. A little bit.
Okay.
Work. A little bit more. There. That one.
Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, wow. Wow. This is really cool stuff.
This is nice.
I have to move my website because currently it's 8 gigabyte and I need to move it to another server.
Oh, wow. Let's see.
So if you click on the YouTube one on the top, you will have all the avatars.
If I click
That
on the up here.
No. Back down.
Oh.
So when you come on the red there, that one.
Yeah.
The YouTube channel
Click here.
pictures.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, I didn't see I didn't see Gary's.
No, he never responded, and yeah.
Oh wow, really? That's cool.
This is impressive. Yeah. Wow. I like
Wow.
Jeremy's. That looks nice.
Doomcock doesn't use this one?
No, he didn't respond either.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I love Doomcocks.
These are nice.
Wow, I've seen Captain Trek use his.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he uses his.
Anti-Trekker, does he use that one?
Yeah, he uses it in his videos.
Okay.
Wow. DJs is good. I love DJs. These are beautiful.
I like
I hadn't
them.
seen all these. I saw Yosef's.
Oh, you got Robert Meyer Burnett.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Did you ever get a response from Robert Meyer Burnett?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Wow.
Good stuff.
Good. Yeah, good stuff. How would you draw it? Go ahead, guys.
There are a few more in the pipeline, but I need to be in a different mood than I'm currently in. But they're coming.
Oh, I like Kai's.
And
Kai
uses his.
say that again?
I'm sorry, NB Geek, he uses his. I know that.
Okay. Oh, and D.D. Myers is using, yeah. Is Kai using it?
Yeah.
Wow. These are wow.
Ah, impressive.
A lot of people have merchandise, so if you go to their pages, you might be able to give them a few dollars. Like Deitch Odyssey has merchandise, Bird of Prey. I think Captain Trek and a couple of others have T-shirts and mugs with them. So,
wow, good stuff. And so Doomcock didn't respond to you, huh?
no.
Oh, I'm gonna have to tell him about this. Like, I just do you know if does he know about it?
I contacted him on Twitter and mail and on Patreon.
Wow. Okay. I will have to.
I have a little rule for myself. I ask things 3 times and then I don't bother anymore. So.
Okay. Wow. And Gary's. These are good, man. Wow.
Well,
Wow.
yours is still in the making, so.
Oh, it is. Great. Oh, that's cool. Who is? I'm not sure who Locutus of Doom is.
That's Admiral O.F. Doom's cat.
Oh.
He is a prime part of his morning. I think it's tomorrow. Is Short Intention Span Theater.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I love Yosef's. That's great. Wow.
Joseph's wife is also one that's coming.
Oh, wow.
She's not nude in that one.
Okay.
Joseph is.
Oh, okay. Oh, Purple Valkyrie. I didn't realize that. Wow. And Samantha. Vile Mike. Wow. Great stuff. Wow.
I'm loving all of these.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow. Okay. So listen. So guys, JITSE had an amazing idea, and he came up with I guess what you did, JITSE, was you drew each of the characters of the Orville, right? Individually, correct?
Yeah, they're on separate layers.
Separate layer, yeah. And then he put them all together in a setting, and I'm going to introduce that really shortly. So JITSE, if anybody wants to reach out to work with you, how do you go around? What's the creative process for you when you
I usually ask a little
work
bit
with
of
somebody?
information.
Yes, that's Cthulhu. Harvey Cthulhu.
So I usually ask a little bit of information about what they want, and to fill in the blanks. Like certain people are easy, like Bird of Prey. I knew he had Sassy and the Klingon and the Bird of Prey, so I didn't have to ask a lot of things. But yeah, the more I can form a picture in my mind, the better I will be able to make something that's, I guess, personal enough, that's relevant to the person, so they might like it more or less.
Yeah.
And then I just start and I show something, and if they aren't happy with it, I will change it.
Wow. So how long does it take you to create something like Jeremy's here?
I think around 4 hours.
Wow.
It's hard to keep track because I keep doing
Yeah.
other stuff in the meantime, and sometimes I stop. But
Jer Army. Very cool. Wow. Very exciting. So JITSE and I were speaking about the Orville, and he had this amazing idea to put everybody together. Who did you draw first, JITSE?
I forgot the name, but the captain.
Oh, Captain. Okay, Captain. Yeah, Ed Mercer. Yeah,
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane.
And the second one was the blonde woman whose name I'm really bad with names. So
Okay. So I think it's time to do our Stephen Klein says, "Where is Egotastic Fun Time?" Have you talked to JP to Egotastic?
no,
No.
I'm open to do stuff for people. So
Okay. Wow. So let's see. I think we should just show. 1 second. You guys are gonna love this. He did an amazing job. You guys are gonna love this, and we're gonna be using this a lot. I think, JITSE, I really feel like what this piece of work you did is really for the whole Orville fandom. You're okay with everybody using it?
Yeah.
I assume.
There's no problem. I'm just gonna put it on my site because it's one of the many things I do. So,
Yeah.
but I don't claim it.
Well, it's a work of art. So
Yeah, I know.
All right, you guys ready? Drum roll. Let's see. Fabulous stuff. Look at that, guys.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, wow. And they're like all on the bridge there. JITSE, this turned out fabulous.
You got Borges with his full mustache smoking a cigarette. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and we can focus it. So he's got Borges with the stash and the cigarette. That's great. That was totally JITSE's idea to do them both. Then we have here Gordon. Whoops. Gordon is, of course, singing with a microphone. And Lamar is kind of doing his just being Lamar, all cool there in the forefront. And we even got Yafet in here. That's great.
Yeah, Yafet.
And then we see the dysfunctional married couple here. The Seth and Ed Mercer and Kelly Grayson. Now, how did you decide to give each of them a weapon, JITSE?
I just start drawing, and that's what came out of it.
Okay.
There's no real symbolism behind it, but maybe subconsciously, I think the woman, what's her name again?
Adrianne Palicki, Kelly Grayson.
Yeah. I think Kelly has a club because women like to club men over their heads in a divorce. Maybe subconsciously, I chose that because of that reason. I don't know.
Sure. Okay.
And the rest is fairly obvious, I think.
Yeah. Wow. You have both Alara and Tala here.
Yeah.
And look at this. This is great. Alara is tearing up an evil Kalon. That's great, JITSE. That's great. Look at that. She's tearing up an evil Kalon. Wow. That was a great idea. I think it's hysterical. Yeah, look. Don't you guys love that?
I love it.
Yeah, Adega, Alicia. Yeah. This is not on your site yet, right?
No, not yet.
I'll share it with you, Alicia. So I'll share it with you. So JITSE's really JITSE's done this. I think for the whole. I mean, he did it for Orville Nation, but he's done it. He's doing it for the whole fandom. And I'm gonna. You're okay with me sharing it, right? JITSE?
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on the site tomorrow, I think, but I couldn't release it before because I did this for you. So
sure. This is great. We have both Alara and Atala, and we have Isaac here in the background. That's great. Love Isaac, and of course, Isaac is not too far away from his love interest, Dr. Finn.
You can't see it, but he's wearing his underpants.
He's oh shoot! He is wearing right there. He's wearing underpants. That's great, JITSE. That's awesome. Wow. And here's Tala being all tough, and Dr. Finn with a medical gadget in her hands. Awesome. Wow. This is and I love the way you included the words of the Orville there.
Mm.
Great stuff.
I love it. It's great. Thanks for showing this off. This is great.
Yeah, we have two very creative individuals with us tonight, guys. Just lots of fun. Wow, guys. Alicia, I will share it. Now, how is you don't obviously have to share anything, but are your other activities in your professional life, are also associated with artwork, or are they different?
Well, I don't make a big deal out of it. I've been fired recently, so I was a graphic designer, illustrator / web designer for a certain company. Basically, my job was go to any company in Belgium and do what they tell you. Mm-hmm. So they were assignments for 2-3 days, maximum 2 weeks. And then I went to another company to do something else. So it was very, how you say it, when every time you have to do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tailored to wherever your client asked basically to do. Yeah.
So it ranged from a basic DTP to making logos to building mock-ups for websites, illustration, a couple of board games even. I made the graphics for a giant house, which is one of those houses where adults can pretend they're little children.
No.
And in my spare time, I do my projects, which are all also on my website, and random illustrations for people.
Wow. Wow. Dee Meyer says, I like to see Jitsi do one of those of all of us and the Orville crew all together.
Well, I'm thinking of making a coloring book out of all the drawings.
Oh, wow.
Pretty much based on those old alphabet books for kids, like A is for apple, B is for banana. So we would have O is for Orville Nation and a little text. I'm still figuring out the details, but I was thinking of maybe releasing it somewhere so people can buy it, and that money would go to the community in its whole. But we have to figure out some of the legal stuff, I guess, first.
Wow. Now, Jitsi, have you ever done a comic book or anything like that?
In the past, but that never went anywhere. And I
Okay.
have a couple of ideas for my own comic book. But yeah, you have to start it. And
Is your drawing for the comic book, is it this style, or is it's very different for the comic book you were working on?
I haven't drawn it yet because I need a story first.
Okay. Gotcha. You obviously have different style. Like when it comes down to drawing, you have different styles, right?
Yeah, I try to. I don't want to be that one person with one style, which maybe is problematic because I'm a jack of all trades and not a specialist.
Yeah. We're gonna share them with Tom, Lisa. Yeah. We're definitely gonna share that with Tom. Wow. I'm especially excited to have both of these guys on tonight. Beautiful stuff. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a post right after the stream with this picture. So anybody who wants to, download it from Twitter can do so. Amazing stuff. Again, everybody who is, let me just share Jitsi's Twitter to make sure. I share the website already. Let me do that again. And I'm just actually going to share the website because the Twitter's on there as well. So, wow. Now, Jitsi, you said you could each of these characters could be removed from the picture, correct?
Yeah. Except Gordon, I need to add a hand to his. He has no left hand at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. It would have been funny if you said he has no left leg because remember when his leg got chopped off? That's awesome. Wow. So if you had to draw one of Jack, well, how would you draw one of Jack? Would you draw him with a beer in his hand?
Yeah, most likely. I don't know a lot of details about Jack, but
sure.
I've subscribed to him today, I think, or yesterday. I think you're muted.
Oh, you're muted, Jack. You're muted.
My bad. I was gonna say you got to put the skull in the background or somewhere.
Skull. Oh, okay. So they like the coloring book idea.
Yeah.
People in the chat like the coloring book idea.
That's a good idea.
Dega likes the coloring book idea. If a Dega likes it, it's not bad. Wow. So listen, I am extremely excited, and I think when we review the Orville, we're going to start reviewing Orville episodes And I think I'm gonna use this every single day, JITSE. And by the way, JITSE also did. Let me show you guys what JITSE did for Dark Matter Monday for Joe Malazzi, executive producer of Stargate and Dark Matter. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that. One second. Let me see. And in a few minutes coming up, we're gonna be showing Jack's masterpiece of filmography. I love what you did with the Dark Matter cast, and Zoe Palmer, I think, was it? Zoe Palmer was the one who commented on it, JITSE?
Yeah, I saw.
Okay. All right. So here you go, guys. This is, I think some of you have seen this. This is amazing artwork he did of the Dark Matter cast, the show Dark Matter. And Joe Malazzi, the executive producer of Stargate, right there in the center with all of his cast around him. That was
Very
great.
impressive.
And yeah, I love this. And you did such a good job. And I love the sword. Like you just did a really good job just putting Joe in the middle and all his little gang there around him. Beautiful stuff, JITSE.
Okay, thanks. I don't like it at the moment, but
oh, okay. Well,
I'm
we
still
like
It's
it.
still very impressive.
I'm gonna make a more realistic version, I think, of one of the people, one of the actors.
You know what it is that I think that we're always harder on ourselves as creators are always harder on ourselves, but I think everybody who saw this really appreciated it very much. We need a drawing of Gordon hugging a donkey. He says to Tega. That's funny. That's funny, Tega. Yeah. Yes, Jack. Drawing him holding an empty beer mug, his pockets inside out, and his. Oh, this is about drawing Jack. Draw him holding an empty beer mug, his pockets inside out, and his hand out to the viewer.
Give me some beer money. Yeah, that's going to come into later.
Yes, absolutely. Wow. Well, listen, my friend. I have no words to. I really JITSE's really impacted our community. I first came across him when JITSE was working with Anti-Trekker. Yeah, Max Sterling was referring to Jack. How did you connect with Anti-Trekker in the first place, JITSE? You were just watching him?
I think he mentioned something about wanting one on one of Bird's streams. I can't quite remember. I know that I did Bird. I did just because I felt like it, and things started rolling. So I decided to make the people I watch first, and then other people came in, and I did them, and I started watching them, and voila. I can't exactly remember why or when I did Anti-Trekker, but it was not long after Bird, at least.
Yeah. Well, I think you've had a tremendous impact on our community, and I think anybody. I actually have already have some ideas that you did that I want to talk to you about, JITSE. So
Yeah, sure.
so we'll talk. And anybody who has a personal brand, a channel, etc., should talk to JITSE. Absolutely. And we're very, human beings are very visual. I think it's a big help to have. It's a really big help to have something like this work of art representing your personal brand. Would you agree, Jack?
I would agree. 100%.
Well, listen, my friend, do you want to hang with us for a little bit, or do you have to go to sleep? JITSE?
I'm gonna stay a little longer. I want to see what Jack Beers did. So,
gotcha. Okay, so our friend Jack here. Before we delve into it, Jack, so how did you come up with this idea?
So, ironically, it was I came upon a tweet from Wilson Cruz, who plays Culber in Star Trek Discovery. And his tweet had to do with, hey, I'm giving all my cameo money to this organization. Come do your cameos. Or I was like, what the hell is a cameo? So I clicked on it, and it was a page where Wilson Cruz was being paid to do video shout outs to people. And I was like, actually, that's pretty interesting. So, I mean, I didn't really care about Wilson Cruz, but I was like, who else is on this site? So I started looking people up. And the first person I found was Scott Grimes. And so I went ahead and I gave him a cameo thing. And I looked up Adrianne Palicki, and she was on there. And so I gave her a cameo. And then I also looked up Peter Macon and did the same for him. So I waited and I waited. And at the end, apparently Scott Grimes's invitation, or my invitation to Scott Grimes was it wasn't declared. It was like it was expired. So I wanted I guess I wanted a replacement. So I found a decent I think I found a pretty decent replacement.
You did a great job finding a replacement.
Yeah, I was actually pretty satisfied with that.
Wow. Yeah. So the reason I focused in, and it's perfect that we have JITSE's art here, because we have Peter Macon and Adrianne Palicki in the same shot here, and I am going to go ahead and now let me just before we show Jack's short film. It's a short film. Right, Jack?
I guess you can say that. Yeah,
you could say that. Yeah. Now, I think I had thought about something similar to this at one point.
Right.
I thought that it's an ingenious way to do what you did, and I think that I think we're really living in an amazing period of time where technology is permitting us to engage, the people we're fans of in this way.
I used to have to go to Comic-Con to do what I did here.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay, so let's find Jack's stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to mute you guys so we can play it. And Jack, is that where did you get that Orville model?
This is the Eagle Moss Orville. It's the XL model. So as you can see, I'm going to hold this beer can for size comparison, but it's actually pretty large.
That's cool. Wow.
It's beautiful. Like, you can look at the detail. You should all buy one.
Yes, we should.
All right, put that back for now.
Okay. I found it. All right, guys. Well, I am going to, let's see. All right, and this is obviously the Scott Grimes replacement for the
That was supposed to
Jack
be a
Sterling.
surprise. Oh well.
I know. I was trying not to. Yeah. All right. You know what? Let's see. Okay. So that's what I should have. I didn't do that. Okay. I am going to mute you, gentlemen, and we're going to play. I'm going to play it through twice so you guys can see it, and then we'll come back and comment on it.
I'm Jack Beers, and what I decided to do was cameo 3 Orville actors and ask them to talk about the Orville a little bit. And I also asked them all to do 2 things. One was to shout out Orville Nation, and 2 was to tell me whether or not they had any beer money for me or not. So I hope you enjoy the results. Here they are.
Yo, this is Peter Macon and Lieutenant Commander Bordis of the USS Orville with a special shout out to Mr. Jack Beers.
Hey there, Jack. This is Adrianne Palicki. You know me as Kelly Grayson from the Orville.
All right, Jack. That's enough. That's enough jacking around, all right? You could just go jack off right now. Because, I mean, let's face it, Jack. Jack is a tough name to have. It's a stupid name. I just hit the road, Jack. Or get back, Jack. Or you get it. You get what I'm saying.
First of all, no, Jack, I will not give you any beer money. I think you can do it pretty good on your own with your name. And I guess we want to give a shout out to Orville Nation.
I want to give a shout out to the Orville Nation, which is awesome. I just am so happy to be a big part of your life. And thank you for including me and Kelly. And I hope you continue to be a fan. This season is going to be the best season. Whenever we end up finishing it.
This is a roast of you, Jack. We're making fun of your name, and I'm here to tell you that we don't have beer money in the 24th century, Jack, okay? I don't know what that means, but I mean it. Now, I'm supposed to make a special shout out to Orville Nation and to Gary from Nerdtronic. You have a friend named Gary from Nerdtronic. Need I say more, Jack? I don't think so. Anyway, I'm hoisting a glass of holographic champagne because we don't have beer money in the 24th century to you.
Thank you so much for your reach out. I just appreciate you being a fan and reaching out to me. And I hope that you're surviving this crazy time, especially right now. It's getting really bad. And I hope that you're able to enjoy the holidays and then spend time with people that you love and, do all the things, drink all the things, eat all the things. That's what I've been doing. Pretty much that's how I've been spending my time in isolation, to be honest with you, just eating and drinking my life away.
And we just got off a Zoom chat with a bunch of experts, scientists, Larry Brilliant, who eradicated smallpox. So he's working on our behalf to keep our set safe. So we're going back to work, going back to space in a couple of weeks.
But spending a lot of time on the phone with folks from the Orville, talking, chatting, reminiscing. We're going back to work soon. I'm a little nervous about it because, with everything going on, I don't know if it's a little too soon, but it might be great to get back in kind of the saddle and start to feel a little bit of normalcy. And
Jack, thank you for being a big fan of the Doctor on Star Trek. That says one good thing about you. It says you have great taste. Well, 2 good things. You have discernment. Well, 3 good things. You have intelligence. I hate to say it, but you do, Jack. Intelligent enough to change your name to John. or something like that. And you also like my character Ildis, who I believe is a Zalayan on the Orville. So thank you for all of that, Jack. And now, as I said, I'm going off, Jack. Okay, and you can continue to do whatever you do, Jack. All right, cheers to you from your doctor.
But I'm sending you love, thinking of you, and hoping that you're safe and sound. And we'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.
So stay tuned, and as always, you will be silent.
I have a good feeling about your roast, Jack. I did my very best, and I hope other people roast you even better. Those that really, really know the deep, dark Jack secrets. All right, carry on.
Woo-woo!
That
I
was,
want to say I want to give credit to Max Sterling. He did the beat in the background. Max Sterling's in the chat.
Max Sterling. There you go. Thank you, Max. Wow. Listen, I wanted to just comment before we played it through. JITSE, what did you think? I thought it was hysterical. Oh, let's see. Oh, wait a second. Oh, okay. He's got to unmute himself.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
I'm sorry, I did a mute mistake.
So what did you think, JITSE?
I was saying that it was amazing, and then that it's very well. That Robert Picardo was very funny.
It was hysterical, yeah.
I didn't expect that he would go that far with his speech.
The jack off thing actually surprised me. I was like, well, he actually said that. I loved it. I did ask him to roast me, so it's all fair and fun.
Yeah, that was great, man. Wow. Yeah, Picardo did just an amazing. I can see you doing because you have this. I can see you doing. If you get other people to roast you, like you could just put together a whole awesome roast of yourself, Jack.
Yeah, well, I mean, this already was a little expensive for my taste, so I mean.
True.
Yeah, it would have to be a long process because it would take that long to raise the money.
Yeah. Wow. Now, Jack, do you? Yes, great job.
Thank you, everybody.
And great job, Max, as well. Now, Jack, do you want to tell us a little bit about how you see yourself as a filmmaker? You want to tell? That's what you classified yourself as, a filmmaker, correct?
Yeah, I do a lot of film. I mean, just not as much as I have. Not lately, but I've done a lot of film in the past. I've independent films. Max can talk a lot about that. I've helped. We've done things together before. I long ago when I did college, I was a telemedia major, and so I learned a lot about how to edit and how to film, stuff like that. And so I've been kind of just using that off and on in life.
Wow. Stephen Klein says Picardo should have his own Orville spin-off series. Interesting. Wes, you're in here. Wes, did you we're going to play this again, Wes, because if you missed it. So I want stick around for a sec, Wes, because we're going to play it again. Because you just got in here. Hello, Wagoo. So listen, I'm going to just play it again because I think so people can absorb it properly. All right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to mute you guys real quick. Okay.
Greetings, I'm Jack Beers, and what I decided to do was cameo 3 Orville actors and ask them to talk about the Orville a little bit, and I also asked them all to do two things. One was to shout out Orville Nation, and two was to tell me whether or not they had any beer money for me or not. So I hope you enjoy the results. Here they are.
Yo, 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 this is Peter Macon and Lieutenant Commander Bordis of the USS Orville with a special shout out to Mr. Jack Beers.
Hey there, Jack. This is Adrianne Palicki. You know me as Kelly Grayson from the Orville.
All right, Jack. That's enough. That's enough jacking around, all right? You could just go jack off right now. Because, I mean, let's face it, Jack. Jack is a tough name to have. It's a stupid name. I just hit the road, Jack. Or get back, Jack. Or you get it. You get what I'm saying.
First of all, no, Jack, I will not give you any beer money. I think you can do it pretty good on your own with your name. And I just want to give a shout out to Orville Nation.
I want to give a shout out to the Orville Nation, which is awesome. I just am so happy to be a big part of your life. And thank you for including me and Kelly. And I hope you continue to be a fan. This season is going to be the best season. Whenever we end up finishing it.
This is a roast of you, Jack. We're making fun of your name, and I'm here to tell you that we don't have beer money in the 24th century, Jack, okay? I don't know what that means, but I mean it. Now, I'm supposed to make a special shout out to Orville Nation and to Gary from Nerdtronic. You have a friend named Gary from Nerdtronic. Need I say more, Jack? I don't think so. Anyway, I'm hoisting a glass of holographic champagne because we don't have beer money in the 24th century to you.
Thank you so much for your reach out. I just appreciate you being a fan and reaching out to me. And I hope that you're surviving this crazy time, especially right now. It's getting really bad. And I hope that you're able to enjoy the holidays and then spend time with people that you love and, do all the things, drink all the things, eat all the things. That's what I've been doing. Pretty much that's how I've been spending my time in isolation, to be honest with you, just eating and drinking my life away.
And we just got off a Zoom chat with a bunch of experts, scientists, Larry Brilliant, who eradicated smallpox. So he's working on our behalf to keep our set safe. So we're going back to work, going back to space in a couple weeks.
But spending a lot of time on the phone with folks from the Orville, talking, chatting, reminiscing. We're going back to work soon. I'm a little nervous about it because, with everything going on, I don't know if it's a little too soon, but it might be great to get back in kind of the saddle and start to feel a little bit of normalcy. And
Jack, thank you for being a big fan of the Doctor on Star Trek. That says one good thing about you. It says you have great taste. Well, two good things. You have discernment. Well, three good things. You have intelligence. I hate to say it, but you do, Jack. Intelligent enough to change your name to John or something like that. And you also like my character, Ildis, who I believe is a Zalayan on the Orville. So thank you for all of that, Jack. And now, as I said, I'm going off, Jack. Okay, and you can continue to do whatever you do, Jack. All right, cheers to you from your doctor.
But I'm sending you love, thinking of you, and hoping that you're safe and sound. And we'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.
So stay tuned. And as always, you will be silent.
I have a good feeling about your roast, Jack. I did my very best, and I hope other people roast you even better. Those that really, really know the deep, dark Jack secrets. All right, carry on.
Oh wait, there you go.
Loved it.
That was fantastic, and we also have to say a very special thank you to Peter Macon, to Adrianne Palicki, and to Robert Picardo for making this possible with Jack. Jack, how are you? Are you gonna? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna post this today or tomorrow? Or?
I'm going to post the individual ones, on my Twitter, I guess, because they're individually they're short enough to post, and That's my and I'm also going to post a there. So a long time ago, the whole beer money thing. I actually asked Seth Green. I did ask Seth Green for beer money, but I actually asked Seth MacFarlane for beer money, and I'll post that video.
I think
ahead,
we
Jesse.
also need, if you know the old song "This Beat Is" by Technotronic, we need a new version where Robert Picardo goes, "This beat is nerdtronic," maybe.
It'd be funny.
That's funny. That's a good idea, JITSE. I like that. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry, for the super sticker. Thanks. Oh, let me just look at the super sticker. One sec, because I can't see it here. 1 sec. Let me look at it real quick. And that was yeah. And I listen. We have to thank Tom Costantino and Seth for allowing our favorite actors to be available in this way.
I also want to thank him for giving me this pin that I have on my hat. Tom Constantino gave me that pin. He sent it to me.
Very cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Can you show us close up? Oh, wow. That's cool.
And with that pin, he also gave me these stickers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So Thank you, Tom. If you ever see this.
Yeah, thank you, Tom and Seth, for all the amazing work you're doing, and the whole crew and the cast of the Orville. Yes, you guys are giving us. Thank you so much to all of you, to the whole cast and crew, in particular Seth, Tom, and Peter Macon, and Adrianne Palicki, and Robert Picardo, for giving us some actual track that we can watch, that's watchable.
Yes, thank you there. Thank you very much.
And actually, again, I know there's a lot of comparisons with Star Trek, but really the Orville is becoming its own thing. And I think in season 3, what do you guys think is up in season 3? Obviously it has its own identity, very much so already. JITSE, what do you think we're going to see in season 3 of the Orville?
As far as I've heard, they're going to go into a more serious direction, I think. But I have no clue what's going to happen. And I'm trying to keep it that way so I don't get spoiled or anything. But I'm looking very much forward to the first episode. And I hope to be watching it with people, so...
What about you, Jack? What do you think is going to happen in season 3?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. I know, as you know, he said, like, there's going to be a more serious tone to it, like a more dramatic. I guess they're going to go a direction that is less comedic and more dramatic. I like that idea, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. As I said in my earlier thing with the Mandalorian, I'm actually so excited I just want them to just keep doing what they're doing and let me enjoy it.
Larry, thank you so much again for your thumbs up, and Mr. Wagoo, thank you so much for that cup of hot cocoa or coffee. Thank you, Mr. Wagoo, for your 4-pound super sticker. Thank you, my friend. I'm freezing my butt off, so that nice warm cup of coffee or cocoa is awesome. Thank you. So Jack, where do you see yourself working on as far as your filmography that you want to do? What are your big serious projects going to be in the near future?
Well, I don't really know. Currently, I haven't done much lately, so I've just been focusing on other things, but I would really like to focus on something, soon, something that really catches me. I would definitely love to be a part of it. Yeah. Thank
Ed.
you. Thank you, Big Daddy-O John Bamford.
Yeah, Daddy says, man, Jack Beer, congratulations. You're so lucky getting this made. I would love to meet or just have someone like Robert Picardo mention my name. I love him. Love your stickers.
Thank you.
Yes, very cool. Wagoo says, I heard most of it got filmed, so I'm sure it's just tweaks and follow-up scenes. I expect each episode to be more like a mini movie with no time limits on Hulu. Yes, Wagoo. Very exciting, a mini movie, and I remember John Cassar. Well, I think Tom Costantino said it as well. But I remember I was at New York Comic Con, and John Cassar, that's what he said. He says we're going to get like a little mini movie every week. It's amazing stuff. How do you guys feel about? By the way, let me ask you both. You mentioned Mandalorian before. How do you guys feel about the Mandalorian being all over the place with like sometimes we get a 30-minute episode, a 26-minute episode, a 40-minute episode. How do you guys feel about that? Just they're all over the place on time.
I haven't really noticed the times. I know that some times are shorter than others. For me, as long as it's a good story and it's something that is it's completed by the end, I'm pretty satisfied. Whether it's 10 minutes shorter or longer doesn't really matter to me.
Are you watching Mandalorian, JITSE?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit annoying because there is not really consistency in the length of time. There was a certain episode this season where it was 50 minutes, but it was all filler. And then the last episode, I think, was 35 or something, which was maybe too short. So I would rather have them 40 or 45 minutes without, of course, ads. And yeah.
Stephanie, thank you so much, my friend. Stephanie and Captain Robert, they're both there in that picture with their cat. Stephanie, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you're both doing well, you and Captain Robert. I've been inviting Captain Robert, Stephanie, by the way, I've been inviting Captain Robert to some streams lately, but I guess you guys are maybe on the move and haven't been able to connect to Wi-Fi. So it's all good to me. Mandalorian is the shiz. Oh yeah, Max. It's the best stuff that Disney Star Wars has put out by far. Well, listen, let's see. So we're gonna start doing some Latchkum, and I'm gonna watch this again later for a third time, Jack. I thought it was, and I think actually before we sign off, we'll play it again if that's okay. When we finish,
that's up to you. Yeah.
And Jack, will you be posting it? This full complete video. Where should we post it? Where do you want to post it? You're not.
I know YouTube or I know Twitter actually doesn't do anything under like 2 minutes, and most of those videos are under 2 minutes. So that's why I wanted to release them separately. And plus, you also get to see them raw without uncut, without the editing and stuff like that. But if anybody actually likes that version, I can find a way to post it where it's not on my personal YouTube page.
Okay. I was going to do an adaptation of it and put it on Orville Nation on the YouTube channel.
You can definitely do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to ask you because I'm not sure what you had in mind.
Yeah.
So.
No, I don't, because I don't want to bring attention to my personal stuff. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, but if you have if you had anything else in mind, absolutely, whatever you say.
Other than my Twitter page is way too much beer. at Way Too Much Beer. You can follow me there, and I mostly talk about Star Trek Discovery, but once the Orville 3rd season comes out, I want to be all about that.
Are you enjoying Discovery?
No.
That's sorry. I just had to ask you the diplomatic way. So
Yeah, and I gave you the Vulcan response there.
do you watch Discovery, JITSE?
Yeah, I watch a lot of movies and series, and I don't like it at all.
Okay. If anybody likes it, we're not going to exile you. It's okay. If anybody likes it.
No hate to anyone who likes it, and I keep
you.
trying to repeat that over and over because every time,
exactly.
They kind of assume the same thing over and over. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, no hate to any. Exactly. You put it in the right wording. So let's see, guys. I want to do a little bit of Latchkum, and I wanted to focus on Dr. Finn a little bit because Penny Johnson Gerald has been she's been very interactive with us on Twitter and in the past and recently, and I want to throw some questions out there, some Dr. Finn questions. Who thinks, raise your hand if you guys think that, raise your hand, and I got my Latchkum here. Raise your hand, guys, in the chat, if you guys think we're going to get some good stories with Claire and the kids this and the boys. But boys, I should say, I mean, Marcus and Ty and Marcus are going to be like, they're going to be pretty grown up, to be honest. Who wants to see a lot of Ty and Marcus this year? The Finn family.
I'm holding up my hands.
You're holding up your hand. Yeah, I could use. Go ahead, JC.
I look like crap, so I'm not gonna put on the camera.
Yeah, Alicia definitely wants to.
I would like to see. I would like to see how they mature as young adults.
Yeah, I think. Do you guys think we'll see? Do you guys think we'll see some purely kid episodes, like with Ty, Marcus, and Topa, for example?
I think there might be a little bit of PTSD with one of the kids after what happened on the planet.
That's a good point.
Interesting.
That would be something to explore, I think, in my opinion. Whether or not, which one is it, Ty? Who went in there and almost got caught. Whether or not he has PTSD from that.
Especially with the kind of father dynamic with what's his name? I'm really bad with names. The robot.
Isaac.
Yeah, with Isaac. I think there's a lot of possibilities of good storylines that can progress through the season. And you can still have a very light-hearted episode where things go back to normal.
Yeah.
Something
Mr.
where
Lundell,
he gets over it, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Lundell says I think we'll get some Finn family stories. Hope for at least 2 really good ones. Yeah. My sleeves are not being detected by the green screen feature, Nate. Hey, to have my favorite co-host.
I and Big Geek.
And Wagoo says, more interested in Claire Isaac, but yeah, they will be more mature for sure. Not really consider that. Oh, I would like to see Avery Brooks. As wow, Marcus Marcus's
Oh,
father.
wow.
Interesting.
That would be an interesting story.
What a twist. Yeah, do you guys think we'll find out who their dad is?
Maybe.
It's possible. I mean, that is a possible storyline that they would pursue. But then again, maybe they won't.
Avery Brooks would be cool, but I don't think he's into that stuff anymore.
Yeah, Big Daddy-O, JITSE, who is on the stream with us, is the creator of this backdrop. This is who drew the back. Yeah, JITSE said, love that Orville backdrop. Who drew that? It's amazing. Yeah. And actually, I let me zoom out because I zoomed in a little. Whoops, I zoomed in. Isn't that amazing, Big Daddy-O? Professor, my God, I've been in a Twitter battle all day. Oh, I'm sorry.
I know the feeling. Hi, LGJ Pixels.
Hey, LDG. I think Marcus might join Union Academy. Interesting. That's a good point, Nate. Wes Moody says maybe LeVar Burton is his dad. Oh, interesting. That's interesting.
That would be a good idea.
What about Yaphet? You guys think we're gonna get a Yaphet focused episode?
Some sort of character development that probably moves away from Claire. I'm kind of done with him hitting on Claire, to be honest.
I want the origin story of Yaphet.
That would be good. That would be good.
Little baby Yaphet to counteract all the baby Groot and baby Yoda stuff.
There you go. Baby Yaphet. That's what I'm down for Baby Yaphet. Let's do it.
Baby Yaphet. That's awesome. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Oh, listen, this is good. I like this. Nate says, what about Michael Dorn as the boy's father? We haven't seen, out of makeup. Wow. Michael Dorn out of makeup.
I would be interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be great? Nichelle Nichols in a cameo as Claire's grandmother. Yeah, see, Mr. Londell is right. It does seem like she was artificially inseminated. But I have a feeling there's a father's story there somewhere. What do you guys think?
Possibly, if they want to write that type of stuff. I'm not sure what's coming up, but I can see that.
Oh, it's Jeff, Professor Brainy Specs. Oh, that's wow. You didn't do this, JITSE. This isn't your artwork, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's awesome of Jeff. Wow. The other G says, I want to see Lachlan females sect turn into villains and release a virus that sex changes all male Lachlan to females.
There's a lot of good ideas in here.
Yeah, there is a lot of good ideas in here. We haven't done Latchkum in a while. We had some really good ideas in here. Yeah, people are liking Michael Dorn. No baby Yaphet. He just splits. That's true. Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Hello, Tom, Midnight's Edge. I assume it's Tom. I think they already got past that, didn't they? All right, I'm going to pick somebody from the chat, guys, and Nate. Do you want to ask an Orville related question, Nate, for Latchkum? Does Nate want to ask an Orville related Orville or Trek related? Nate, we're throwing the Latchkum to you, Nate. Do you accept? Do you accept the Latchkum, Nate? Hey, Tom.
Hi, Tom. Nice to see you.
Michael Dorn as the Mocklin leader. Oh, I like that's interesting. Chris Judge would be cool. Interesting. Wow. Chris Judge on the Orville. That's interesting. What do you guys think, JITSE and Jack? Do you guys think we're going to get a new Stargate soon?
No.
No.
Not yet.
No?
Mm-mm.
Maybe in a couple of years, but not as the way it is now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, not right now.
All right, here we have a question. So Nate accepts the Latchkum. We have a question. What will they call the Orville version of Section 31? Interesting. What do you guys think about that?
Section
Well,
triple X.
For me, it's the obvious Section 69.
There we go.
Section 69.
I like that. Section 69. Oh, that's funny. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? So Nate's question to everybody is, what will they call the Orville version of Section 31? Section 32? Section 69? Section 13? Michael Dorn as Marina Sirtis's love interest. Oh, Bird of Prey. Interesting. Very interesting.
That would feel familiar.
A little birdie told me MGM and HBO were having discussions about Stargate. Very cool, Tom. Wow. Very cool. We're so ready for Stargate. We're so ready for new Stargate. By the way, we asked Joe Malazzi what he thought about the whole, because there's a lot of people worried about Tom, there's a lot of people worried about the success of James Bond affecting MGM's position, ability to produce new Stargate. And we were talking to Joe Malazzi about that, and he basically said, you know what, if James Bond is not if James Bond is not a success, I mean, they might be even more motivated to produce, because they, as far as from their point of view, from the producers of Stargate, their point of view is that that Stargate is the other gem in MGM's studio. Shouldn't even exist in Star Trek, says Louise. Maybe the P corner, says Louise. Project Uranus, says Wes. Oh wait, I'm falling behind. I love New Starkler, where they made it get ruined like other great stuff. I want a Lieutenant Dan. Yes, a Lieutenant Dan standalone episode. Let's get that. What do you guys like that? JITSE?
Yeah, I would like to see something like a Data's Day, but Lieutenant Dan instead.
Yeah, narrated by Morgan Freeman. I don't mind Section 31 is handled in DS9. In STD, they just STD. I don't even want to go there. It's just Section 66. The feds, says Mr. Londell. Area 51 says positive candor. Section 100.
What up, positive candor?
Section
Sorry.
144. Go ahead. It's okay. It's okay. Section Z. Thank you, Captain Trek, for putting in JITSE's. Yeah, guys. This is JITSE's PayPal. Okay. The same meeting was about. Yes, guys. JITSE's PayPal. Fine to send JITSE any donations for his amazing work to the whole Orville community. This artwork is to be shared for all of us. So please go ahead and send JITSE a donation to his a contribution to his PayPal. That same meeting was about no time to. Really? That's interesting, Tom. That's interesting. Maybe we should have a stream about that, Tom. I'm worried about his next James Bond film.
I'm a little worried about it too.
Mm-hmm.
The CIA. Oh, really? Yeah, basically they need to make some money on No Time to Die or they are screwed financially. Yeah. I would call Orville version section 31 just the order more. It's just the order. It sounds more menacing. NB Geek says, "Yeah, my avatar. Yeah, it looks great." NB
Yeah,
Geeks.
that avatar right there. Yeah.
We were checking it out before. It's great. And there's Jeff's Professor Brainy Specs. JITSE, you're gonna end up like just representing our whole community. I think
we're getting there. Yeah,
we're getting there. Yeah, we're gonna be the JITSE fandom. Yes, hello. Tom says hello to everybody. He's all over the place. He's probably in 3 different streams. So, all right.
Hi, Tom.
Now let me ask you guys, JITSE and Jack. Do you guys want to ask a question to the chat?
I'm not a question person at the moment, so no.
What about Jack? Yeah, let's love to do a stream on it on that topic on 007 and Stargate. Tom, yeah.
I don't really have a question for the chat unless they have questions for. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have any questions.
All right, so let's see. I'm gonna pick somebody else. Captain Trek. Do you have a Star Trek? Captain Trek. Do you have a Star Trek or Orville question for the chat? Captain Trek. So we're throwing the Latchkum to Captain Trek. Does he accept? And Captain Trek also had a. He's not using it right now, but he has a JITSE.
That avatar he has now is also mine, by the way.
Oh, this is also yours.
Yeah,
really?
It's his, but you get my drift.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Can I ask you a question?
Please, JITSE.
Where do you get the Latchkum egg from?
From the Orville, from the.
You can buy it.
Oh, where did I? Where did I get this from?
Yeah.
This is a Game of Thrones dragon's egg.
Okay, I thought it was familiar to me, but okay.
And I want to adapt. I don't have it with me. You're muted, Jack.
I know it didn't look exactly like a Latchkum. That's why I didn't say.
Yeah.
But
I gotta say that it's the closest thing I found. So at one point I was using a pineapple.
I want one with an actual blade.
I know. I want one with an actual blade too. I don't have it. I'm not streaming from the same place I was the other day, but I have I have that resolved to some degree, Jack. JITSE. Stephen Klein. All right. Stephen Klein always has a good question. Here's a question. If you can take one major character from the Orville and if you can take one major character from the Orville and put put it on a spin-off, who would it be? And give it its own spin-off. Ooh, good question, Jack. Steven. Good question, Steven.
For me, it would be Isaac, maybe Claire, if not Isaac.
Claire. Okay, interesting. If not Isaac. How do you guys feel about that in the chat? Jitsi, you want to tackle that question?
I need to search for her name. The first security officer.
Alara?
Yeah.
Okay. This one, right?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we've had quite some background for everyone else during the 2 seasons we've had, but she is still, I think, there's enough to discover with her, maybe in some
There
kind
is.
of Dempsey and Makepeace kind of detective role.
And
Remember, her father is Robert Picardo, so we would definitely want to get more interested in her background.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And she's already left, she's already kind of left the show, so she's in a perfect position for her and her dad to kick off a new show.
The new security officer is a blank slate too, but she's still in the show, so it would be too early for a spin-off, in my opinion.
She's still done a good job at this point. When she took that hit during the identity scenes, she immediately earned my respect. Anything, any misgivings or hesitations were gone by then.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Lundell says Gordon deserves a spinoff, says Mr. Lundell. And Nate says Alara on her homeworld is a private detective. I like it. Kind of what you guys said.
Oh, there we go.
Those are good ideas. Ed, I want to know more about his backstories, but my second choice is maybe the bartender, Alex. Alex. Is it Onyx? I think. Yeah, Jason Alexander. I like that, Alicia. Go ahead and put your Stephanie. Go ahead and put your GoFundMe in the chat.
Yes,
please.
put that up.
Yeah. Captain Robert April is a veteran who does not have a home at present. So please go ahead and put your in the chat. She's on another show already. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. NB Geeks. Yeah, she is on another show. So an Orville Universe spinoff. I like Alara spinoff. I like the Alara spinoff. Yeah,
I think that would work.
What about I could see someday having a Bortus spinoff.
Bortus is such a strong character. I would like if there is a spinoff of the Orville in any other way, whether it's Bortus related or not, I would love to see Bortus either way. Just like how you saw Worf in DS9 after TNG ended.
Yeah. And listen, guys, Alicia has an interview with Brooke Noska on Tuesday from the Orville. And that is a big interview. So you guys want to go ahead and check out and go ahead and set the reminder for that, guys. Click on Alicia's link there and set the reminder for that for Tuesday. Definitely got to watch that.
I'll be doing that.
Yeah, Kelly to get her own command, her own ship, maybe be cool. Interesting. Daddy-o. That's a good question, Envy. Let's take NB Geeks. Let's take that as the next question. who would you like to see direct an episode of The Orville, guys?
Quentin Tarantino, because that's the closest we're gonna get to Star Trek made by Quentin.
That's a good idea. That's not bad. What about you, Jack?
That is that's a hard question for me because I'm as much as I'm going to say as much as I'm a huge Quentin Tarantino fan, and NB Geek knows about this because we spent the last 3 weeks talking about Quentin Tarantino films. I don't think Quentin Tarantino and Star Trek mix very well. I think they're like water and vinegar.
Yeah, but I think you can with the Orville, since it's not Star Trek, you can have a little bit of leeway.
With the Orville, yes, you can definitely have that leeway, and that would be something I'd like to see, especially if they make it a Western. Hint, hint.
By the way, Wes said, I think an Ed spinoff. He goes to Union HQ. He goes golfing with Union Command, wins the golf game, angering everyone because no one is supposed to win. Hilarity ensues as he trips over himself. I like that. I like that, Wes.
Thanks, Wes.
Yeah, and Lara does make the most sense without messing up the crew. Jason Alexander reprises his role as George Costanza as a simulation where, yeah, we talked about this. Jason Alexander should be. They should watch. They should be watching a Seinfeld episode on the holodeck with George Costanza, with Jason being George. Say the chef explaining. Yes.
And then maybe have the holodeck just being like, "Hey, give me a George Costanza," and then he just comes in his character.
Absolutely, guys. Yeah. Wow. Anybody else, guys? Who would you like to see direct an episode? Anybody else? So,
Well, I mean, Jonathan Frakes, of course, is welcome to direct every episode that he can. I just, he did also direct the one Picard episode with the Egypt stuff. I figured that maybe he was cringing when he directed it, so I forgive him for that. I would like to see him direct more stuff in the Orville, to be honest, because I do like his directing, generally.
yes, Bird of Prey. It's all pipes.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You guys, for anybody who's not getting the reference, it's a reference to George Costanza from Seinfeld with when he peed in the shower. It's all pipes. Very good, Bird. Hello, LJ. Good to see you. Yeah. Any other directors you guys want to see? William Shatner should direct, says Bird. Paul.
I'd be down for that.
Verhoeven says Wagoo.
Definitely down for him.
Stephen King. Ronald D. Moore. George Lucas.
Why not? Yeah.
Martin Scorsese.
Definitely.
David Lynch.
David Lynch. I wonder how realistic some of these are, but
yeah.
But this is what we're about, guys. And actually, to be honest, I'm forgive me for that comment because the Wachowskis. Yeah, forgive me for that comment because reality. Listen, reality is stranger than fiction, so anything is possible. I got one. Go ahead, Jitsi. Sorry.
I'm also what I used to be, because he doesn't make movies anymore, I think. But a big fan of Beat Takeshi. He's a Japanese director / clown.
Oh, really? Okay. And I'm gonna answer that question myself with I vote for Jack Beers directing an episode of the Orville.
If you can get that past Tom Costello, maybe we can work something out. Honestly, just put me in the background. Put me in the background. I'll be happy.
Quentin Tarantino says Kai. Kevin Smith.
I vote for Kevin Smith. I like him too.
And guys, we have a by the way, tomorrow for Dark Matter Monday tomorrow, guys. James Cameron says Alicia. Tomorrow for Dark Matter Monday, we have a special episode where we're going to have a Dark Matter director with us, along with Joe Malazzi. So you guys might want to tune into that. Mark Harbin directs. Oh yeah, I didn't realize that. Lawrence Leckenbill. Cybok. Interesting. Wow. Kai. Let's see. Kai was with us earlier. Thank you, Kai, for joining us earlier. J.J. Abrams. Oh, Max.
You're funny, Max.
Is that a joke, or is that?
I'm pretty sure it's a joke.
It's a joke. Yeah, Dark Matter got screwed. As long as I don't see lens flares. JJ without lens flares.
I'm tired of lens flares.
Joe Carnahan. Wes goes, no, JJ. Wes, do you want to ask the next Orville or Trek question? So we're throwing the Latchkum to Wes, to the Wes Moody webcast. You want to ask a question, Wes? Do you want to ask a question to the chat? Ron Howard. I love Ron Howard. Oh,
Edward James Olmos.
That's a good question, NB Geeks. I would love to see Edward James Olmos. Wow. All right, let's while Wes asks, Wes is coming up with a question. So let's take NB Geek's question. What role would you create for Edward James Olmos, JITSE and Jack?
I would go for a battle-hardened ex-veteran who is working as a mercenary.
Oh man, you kind of stole my idea because I wanted him to be a mercenary. Yeah, some sort of mercenary. That's basically mine.
Really? Well, that's interesting, guys.
Great minds think alike. So
100%.
Kate Mulgrew, a great choice for Kelly's mom, says Big Daddy.
I would love to see every single Star Trek actor in the Orville at some point, especially Kate Mulgrew, Patrick Stewart, whoever, just make sure you make them good stories. You make good stories for those people. Like those are like top quality actors. Like you give them some gravitas. That's what I ask.
Okay, we got a question from Wes. How many of Riker's lovers ended up dead in TNG? Who were they, and how did they die? Bonus, name the episodes. Okay, that's a good question, Wes. Okay, how many of Riker's? All right,
I'm gonna have to pass on that.
I can already think of a couple. Can you, JITSE?
No. Eventually, they all died, but no, it's too vague in my memory.
Same.
Plus, I only watch shows once.
That's it. All right. What do you guys? Anybody in the chat want to take that question? It's more of a trivia type bird of prey type question. I can think of, and by the way, some of Riker's lovers were just holograms, by the way. So
Yeah, there was that one that later on when the Romulans were trying to manipulate him, they accidentally used one of those holograms as someone he had married, and so that's how he knew like his past was BS.
Oh, Nate, I like that. William Shatner should play the president of the Planetary Union. Edward James Olmos, the head of Union.
Please bring William Shatner into the Orville. I would love that.
Oh, Positive Candace says Edward James as
There we
Avis.
go. Perfect. Do that. Please, Orville staff, do that.
Edward James, a relic from the past in the Orville where when total warriors were needed. I like that.
It's a good one.
I kind of want to see Jerry Ryan and I think Terry Farrell. No, Jerry Ryan and the blonde woman from Battlestar Galactica as twins.
Oh yeah, Stephen, I love this idea of the biological Kalan. Edward James almost should be the leader of the biological Kalan, and they're hunting the Kalan. Wow.
Interesting.
I love that. I do think we're going to see the creators of the Kalan. I do think we're going to see biological Kalans, Kalan biologicals. When she dies. Good to see you, LJ. The androgynous female, yeah. She gets her memory wiped.
Yes, yeah. There was for everybody. There was an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation where it was an androgynous species, and Riker fell in love with one of these people, and this person fell in love back because she identified as female. When that was widely known, they brainwashed her mind, and she was, back to standard. And unfortunately, Riker had to move on, even though he had fallen in love with this person.
And I just missed it. Somebody, where was it? Oh yeah, Wagoo says Avis should be a Wizard of Oz style deception. I like that, Wagoo. I like that.
That would be an interesting twist.
Yes, Wes wants Shatner in the Orville.
I think we all do.
Yeah, we all do. Apart from Troy. Yeah, he's just with Troy because Troy just outlives everybody else. The crystal entity. The girl, she gets killed by the crystal entity. Terry Farrell relationship with the Coldebor bird of prey.
That's a good one.
Hail, bird of prey. With the game. Oh. Wow.
My point with the gender fluid episode was that as much as Discovery wants to pat themselves on the back for pretending to be the first ones to do this and that, actually there was a bunch of Voyager episodes and DS9 episodes and that already covered some of that.
Steven says, I would love to see that Avis turns out to be a 400-year-old creation of a human comic book creator. Yeah, imagine like Stanley downloaded his consciousness into a computer or something. Yeah. Hey, isn't that remember that the game episode that the game episode just like makes me think a lot about how people are with their cell phones today and their tablets. Like I'm driving down the street and I see like kids in their kids. I guess it's kids, like people in their 20s, like people in their 20s and 30s just crossing the street without even looking, just like looking at their phone. All right. Let's see. Let's ask another question. Latchkum question. I'm going to pick somebody. Well, Stephen, you always got a lot of questions. Stephen Klein, you want to ask another question? Stephen, you want to ask another? Throw the Latchkum again to Stephen. And I'm going to actually ask for after Stephen. If anybody wants to, just raise your hand and ask a question. If somebody wants to ask a question for Latchkum, if you accept the Latchkum, raise your hand. Raise your hand and ask. Just go ahead and ask it. Really? The answer was 2? Thank you, Wes. The answer was 2? I thought it would have been. I thought it was 3. Interesting. Thank you, Quest. Thank you, Wes. You can always count on Wes and Bird of Prey for those good trivia questions. He phasers one to death, and the other was killed by the crystalline entity. Oh, okay. Okay. No, that sounds right. That sounds right. Let's see if Stephen wants to take another question. Go ahead, Positive Candor. Ask your question. Thanks for hanging out, NB Geeks. Go ahead, Positive Candor. Ask your question. And meanwhile, we're going to take Stephen's question. Go ahead, Positive. What upgrades do you think we will see on the Orville ship when we return? Yeah, that's a good question. Will we have teleport technology? Teleportation? Transporter technology? Go ahead, JITSE. Sorry.
Removable nacelles, which they will promptly reattach because they will discover that it's ridiculous.
That's funny. What upgrades do you guys think that what upgrades?
Okay, so there's one upgrade that I think they can do, but I think they will not do because it probably will infringe on a copyright, but transporter technology.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
I think eventually they're going to get it, right? Don't you think?
I think if they find a creative way to do it, yeah. A way that, that hasn't been thought of before, yeah.
I mean, we've already seen other races in the Orville universe transport onto their ship.
I think they'll get that technology. They'll figure out, they'll better explain that technology in the future episodes. That's just something because it would save up a lot of time when it comes to the when it comes to the space shuttles. I mean, that was the original reason why Star Trek themselves did that, was to save time with the space shuttles.
Nate says something really interesting here, by the way. He says, what if the Kalon biologicals are even bigger dicks than the Kalon? Interesting.
Well, yeah, that was what Gordon said, was like, let's say that these guys totally deserved what they got. You know, we're not like them.
No.
Yeah.
LJ, I'm going to take your question in a sec. I'm going to take LJ's question. I like that question, LJ. Upgrades, guys. What do you think about upgrades? Anybody else want upgrades?
Well, they'll have to have some sort of upgrades, I think, in order to up the aliens that I assume that they will encounter. Yeah, I think so. I don't know what they would be, to be honest, because I don't know what's going to happen.
Okay. And LJ asked a question, guys. What would you consider a traditional Picard Crusher breakfast? What are they having for?
What was it? Egg, coffee and croissant. Coffee and croissant.
Anybody? Any other idea, JITSE? You want to answer that?
No, pretty much the same. Maybe in one of those eggs where you can dip in the yolk.
Maybe one of the earlier breakfasts where Crusher is trying to impress Picard with her cooking, while all she wants is, coffee and croissant.
I'm thinking croissants with hot chocolate, with chocolate.
That would be my personal favorite.
And Mr. Londell says, can we possibly visit Yaphit's homeworld? This has come up before. What if we get a peek at Yaphit's homeworld and species and stuff?
I would like to see that too. I mean, Yaphit's such an interesting character, especially after the Identity episodes, where he basically becomes, a hero. I would like to know more about Yaphit. Yeah, you're right.
Also, Positive Candor asks, will there be a Avis specific episode? Do you guys think we'll get an Avis specific episode?
I think at the end of the season.
Yeah, they have like a sort of a ceasefire now, or some sort of peace initiative with them now. So I think there will be some sort of follow up to that, to where they try to make a peace treaty. And maybe it will go right, or maybe it will go wrong. I don't know. Either way, I would like to see how that happens. There's a lot of stories I really want to see that happen, and that's why I want this. I want the Orville to last 7 seasons in the movie if they can.
I do think Alicia says maybe a new shuttle. And also new areas of the ship to explore. I do think we're going to have new areas of the ship to explore.
New areas would be awesome, yeah. Especially, that would expand the ship. I mean, I would like to see that every season of The Next Generation. You saw new parts of the ship, so I would like to see that too.
Yeah. Go ahead, JITSE.
I had the same idea as Nate, but I didn't say it. So Nate says, I think they will definitely get a weapons upgrade. We might see retractable weapons come in and out of the ship.
I like that. Yeah. Wagoo says he doesn't want to see transporters. But
that's fair.
We did see the transporters on that on that time skipping planet. Yeah. By the way, the shuttles have cloaking devices. So what do you guys think about stealth mode for larger ships? The shuttles can become invisible.
They should probably utilize that more.
The downside of having transporters is that they can't use the transporter jokes anymore because they've done it in Discovery. Even though those jokes fell flat, in my opinion.
God, Discovery is it's funny, but like unintentionally funny. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that stupid show.
let's not talk about it. That the whole Tribbles cereal commercials is coming to my mind right now.
I think the Orville Tribbles need to be like the Critters.
The Critters. Jack, do you want to fly your Orville model while you hum the tune to the Orville?
That is kind of what I like to do. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I just fly it around. Anyways, I don't want to take too long on that.
Steven, I love that idea. Dirk Benedict and Dwight Schultz together. Yes. And you know what? And Mr. T's the bounty hunter. Yeah, Mr. T's the bounty hunter. Oh, that's great. Frog legs on toast. Wait a second. Oh, I'm sorry, LJ. Was there a correct answer to? I'm sorry. I thought it was you were okay. What was do you want to give us the correct answer to the breakfast, LJ? I apologize. I didn't realize it was I thought it was more of an opinion question about the breakfast of Picard, and if you can give us the answer to that, if there's an exact answer. Yeah, it's coffee and croissant. Yeah, coffee and croissant. There you go. I see it. A runabout type shuttle, and maybe. Yeah, that's interesting, Nate. Yeah. A clue themed. I love that. A clue themed episode would be cool. Yeah. A whodunit.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a whodunit.
LDG. LDG, do you accept the Latchkum? Do you want to ask a question? LDG? Do it, LDG. LDG. Oh, JITSE. It's getting late in Europe, JITSE. We're gonna have to go to bed soon.
I know. Luckily, I don't have to get up early.
Okay. I got up crazy early today. I'm feeling it right now. I would love to see a character model after Mr. O'Brien with a transporter, someone who's perpetually alone for at least the first few. Interesting, LJ. Go ahead, LG. Go ahead, LDG. Ask a question. Hey, Sith Lord. Exact. LDG says, do we want to see a Q-type character or a race? What do you guys think about that, JITSE and Jack?
If you're going to show me a Q, show me John Delancey or don't show me anything.
I think not a race, but one character who's alone and a kid.
Now, what do you guys think about this? We've talked a lot about this before, JITSE and Jack. What if Avis's race is like, what if Avis is a Q-like character that some people just mistake him as a god?
Oh well, then show John Delancey.
John Delancey as Avis, yes.
That would be. Oh yeah, I would accept that. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Do we want to see a Q-type character? Opinions, guys? And then we're gonna take Nate's question right after that.
It depends on how they write it, of course, but I definitely, with an Orville writing crew, I think they would make it interesting. So I would be down to see what they would do with that type of. But I don't want them to introduce that type of stuff right away. Like I think one of the issues with TNG was that the first adversary they introduced was an omniscient, practically a god. So it was very hard to until they figured out who the Borg was. It's very hard for them to come up with something even more terrifying than that.
Mr. Lundell says no bloody Q-type characters.
Yeah, that's why I figure. Unless it's John Delancey. I mean, that one I will accept.
Louise says no Q. Bruce Campbell put up.
Oh, that's an interesting concept.
Let's. Any other opinions on Q, guys? And let's take Nate's question. Anybody else has an opinion on Q? Please put it down. What would and actually, guys, I'm gonna have to. It's really late for me here. I'm gonna have to take this as the last question. I have another question. What would you call the Orville version of Ryza? What do you guys think about that?
Leia. Giggles.
I'm blanking at the moment.
Ryza is Hawaii Tamuda. Andrew Robinson could be a good Q-like. Yeah, it'd have to be something totally made up.
Maybe Hubba Hubba.
Actually, that's funny. It's Jitsi. It's funny you say that because I can totally imagine kind of like the comedic component of the Orville. It'd be something like that. Hubba Hubba.
Hubba Hubba.
Even if it's just a joke, it's really called like He Bobby or something like that. But the Planetary Union people call it Hubba Hubba. Hubba Hubba. That's funny. I think erase like the Q, but there's three of them that the why, the who, and they should be placed by. Oh, sorry. I think erase like the Q, but there's three of them. What the why, the who, and be played by Bruce Campbell, and Molly O'Brien, and Naomi Holm. TNA, says Stephen Klein. That's funny. Hawaii and Bermuda. Okay. That's okay. That makes sense. Well, listen, guys, I wanted to end tonight by replaying Jack's film again. And I do want to also thank especially thank Robert Picardo, Adrianne Palicki, and Peter Macon for being part of
people.
For being Jack's peeps. And I thought that it's very, 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 very awesome that you guys can be part of the fandom in this special way with somebody like Jack who put something like that together. And so we thank you again, Peter, Adrian, and Robert. Jitsi, Amazing stuff. I can't wait to see what you come up with in the future.
Thanks. I'll try not to disappoint.
You have a new subscriber.
Yeah, thanks. I saw.
I'm sure you won't disappoint, my friend. Guys, that was wowza. Yeah, it was lots of fun, guys. Thanks. And I want to finish by playing again the video that Jack has provided. So I'm going to go ahead and Sam Beckett leap into Kelly. Okay, guys. I'm going to do that again. We're gonna finish by playing again the video from Jack, starring Adrianne Palicki, Peter Macon, and Robert Picardo. So here we go. Let me make sure I got the right place. All right. And just before, because I'm gonna sign off right after the video, guys. Jack, is there anything, any last comment you want to say?
You're muted.
Thank you. My Twitter account is @waytoomuchbeer.
Got you. Way too much beer. And I will post it during the video. And JITSE, is there any last comment?
No, it was a pleasure being here, and this might happen more often in the future.
Awesome. Yeah.
If I'm allowed to.
Oh, please, absolutely. You're always welcome. Yeah, it was a pleasure to have you both here, and I'm glad you could make it, JITSE and Jack. So I will let's listen again to Robert Picardo roast Jack beers.
Greetings, I'm Jack Beers, and what I decided to do was cameo 3 Orville actors and ask them to talk about the Orville a little bit, and I also asked them all to do 2 things. One was to shout out Orville Nation, and 2 was to tell me whether or not they had any beer money for me or not. So I hope you enjoy the results. Here they are.
Yo, this is Peter Macon and Lieutenant Commander Borders of the USS Orville with a special shout out to Mr. Jack Beers.
Hey there, Jack. This is Adrianne Palicki. You know me as Kelly Grayson from the Orville.
All right, Jack. That's enough. That's enough jacking around, all right? You could just go jack off right now. Because, I mean, let's face it, Jack. Jack is a tough name to have. It's a stupid name. I just hit the road, Jack. Or get back, Jack. Or you get it. You get what I'm saying.
First of all, no, Jack, I will not give you any beer money. I think you can do it pretty good on your own with your name. And I just want to give a shout out to Orville Nation.
I want to give a shout out to the Orville Nation, which is awesome. I just am so happy to be a big part of your life. And thank you for including me and Kelly. And I hope you continue to be a fan. This season is going to be the best season. Whenever we end up finishing it.
This is a roast of you, Jack. We're making fun of your name. And I'm here to tell you that we don't have beer money in the 24th century, Jack, okay? I don't know what that means, but I mean it. Now, I'm supposed to make a special shout out to Orville Nation and to Gary from Nerdtronic. You have a friend named Gary from Nerdtronic. Need I say more, Jack? I don't think so. Anyway, I'm hoisting a glass of holographic champagne because we don't have beer money in the 24th century to you,
Thank you so much for your reach out. I just appreciate you being a fan and reaching out to me. And I hope that you're surviving this crazy time, especially right now. It's getting really bad. And I hope that you're able to enjoy the holidays and spend time with people that you love and, do all the things, drink all the things, eat all the things. That's what I've been doing. Pretty much that's how I've been spending my time in isolation, to be honest with you, just eating and drinking my life away.
And we just got off a Zoom chat with a bunch of experts, scientists, Larry Brilliant, who eradicated smallpox. So he's working on our behalf to keep our set safe. So we're going back to work, going back to space in a couple weeks.
But spending a lot of time on the phone with folks from the Orville, talking, chatting, reminiscing. We're going back to work soon. I'm a little nervous about it because, with everything going on, I don't know if it's a little too soon, but it might be great to get back in kind of the saddle and start to feel a little bit of normalcy. And
Jack, thank you for being a big fan of the Doctor on Star Trek. That says one good thing about you. It says you have great taste. Well, two good things. You have discernment. Well, three good things. You have intelligence. I hate to say it, but you do, Jack. Intelligent enough to change your name to John or something like that. And you also like my character Ildis, who I believe is a Zalayan on the Orville. So thank you for all of that, Jack. And now, as I said, I'm going off, Jack. Okay, and you can continue to do whatever you do, Jack. All right, cheers to you from your doctor.
But I'm sending you love, thinking of you, and hoping that you're safe and sound. And we'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.
So stay tuned. And as always, you will be silent.
I have a good feeling about you first.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, JITSE. Have an awesome night, guys. Be safe.